Our presentation is called One Man, Many Voices. And sorry, the order of things has been a bit confused now. So I'm going to describe what I did in the project, which was to make a synthesizer called the Synth of Doom. And that's because it's a very ominous sounding synth. And I built this from the ground up using pure data. And it looks like that. It's actually much more complicated than you would think to build a synthesizer, something that makes sound. And what I had to do was start off with the basic MIDI input device, which is this keyboard, which I have over here, MIDI keyboard, and I run that through the program. And using a variety of objects, like the ones pictured above, I can make sound happen. So it sounds a bit like this. So that's my synth, the synth of Doom. Next we have Hans.
Hello, my name is Hans Tenhonen, and just press. Okay, like Nico said earlier, I'm going to show you. I'm going to use MIDI guitar, and what Nico didn't say that it is a polyphonic audio to MIDI converter. So basically, what I'm doing here is that I can play guitar like chords. And it plays it back polyphonically instead of monophonically like the older software usually did. And I'm mostly making noise here, see, and I'm layering 4 different kinds of synths at the same time, at worst. Here you see the flowchart of things, and the noises are also connected to different visualization things that I will explain later. And as you saw, here's MIDI guitar, and I don't think we need to go through that anymore. Okay. And what is it connected to is a few different synths. For example, here we have 2 of them visible in the screen. And the transmission from space is like how would I explain? It's like different noises that sound like they were captured from a satellite or something. And next slide. And I did some post-processing for them so that they would blend together more nicely. And yeah, and then we also have a microphone here, which is behind the table because Doug doesn't want to be visible when he's talking. And we wanted it to sound a bit more unhuman, and this is the post-processing that I did for it. Okay, I think that's it for my slides. And this is the overall flowchart of how things went. Okay? Anna?
Alright. You might have seen some of that when I was trying to fix it. But my idea was to turn EEG data into sound. So when you have an EEG cap on, there's all these brain waves happening, and I wanted to hear what that actually sounded like. So this is, people have done this before because it's extremely cool. So you can see on the top, the stimulate packet, that's where the raw EEG data is going into. And then as it goes down, you can see it gets decoded and separated into brainwave frequency levels. So the lower ones have a really low frequency, the higher ones have a higher frequency. And then, I'll get that. It goes down, that's delta, theta, alpha, beta, gamma, those ones, then goes down into a pitch shift, so you can change the pitch depending on the frequency of the brainwaves, and you can also change the amplitude. So we hooked up this Wii remote here. So you can through the Darwin remote, which is this necklace. So this is the Darwin remote. The Wii is connected to the output. Yeah. So we've connected the pitch. So when we go this way, I can change the amplitude. And when I go down, change the pitch. So that's pretty much what we've connected it to. Yeah.
So, I was in charge of providing some visual ambience to all the sounds we were making. It had to be kind of creepy and like that. So, I came up with this skull idea just because we were like using EG data. And in order to do the visualization, which as you can see reacts to the sound, I used this program called Magic, like multi-track audio and graphics interactive composer, which at first it might seem difficult to use, but it's really easy, so I'm kind of glad with it. It functions more or less like pure data, as you have seen before, or maximum speed, in which is a visual programming software. It works with modules that you can attach to each other that defines different parameters of the sound and the image it displays. It takes sound as input, obviously, and parameters like volume or pitch or the lower or the higher frequencies, and it turns them into, well, basically whatever thing you want to do with them. And that's the module I built for the skull and the EEG. And that's the idea. And now I guess we're gonna perform.